Hi, good evening, Boyana. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So my name is Tiffany. I'm a social worker with Metro State University of Denver, and I know that you're currently a student, correct?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, wonderful. Um, I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity to talk with me today. Anything that we say is between us. We have a confidentiality agreement, but I just want to let you know that if there's at any time where you disclose about harm to yourself or harm to others, I do have to actually report that. So I just want to let you know. Are you okay knowing that and wanting to proceed?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Um, so again, I wanted to say thank you so much for coming in and talking with me. What brings you in this evening?
I don't know. I kind of have been like very stressed about everything that's been going on, like with all the deadlines for the assignments and work, and everything's just been really busy. And I feel like I have so much to do in so little time.
Okay. Um, Now, when you're looking at your schedule with everything going on, um, do you find certain things that have helped you to kind of get through and navigate your way through kind of your daily life task and goals?
Yeah, I guess. My calendar helps me. And I only plan like a week in advance. Because I don't think I can be accountable for the more because it usually stuff takes me longer than I expected to. So I always have to keep. I feel like I'm always moving stuff to the next day because I
Hmm.
don't do it the day I want to. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm always slammed. I'm always running behind, even though I would like to be ahead on
Uh-huh.
like on things, but I'm like really yeah running behind, and then I'm always stressful at work because I'm like I feel like I have so much to do when I get off work and it's just like a really stressful situation. And usually I don't know I've never felt this stressed before. You know, I
Okay.
can't even like sometimes I can't even sleep because I'm like thinking of all the things I have to do.
Okay. Well, I think that's great that you actually acknowledged, from what I hear, is that, you mentioned that a lot of times when it comes to your planning, some things take a little bit more of your schedule. Have you ever looked at and or planned ahead as far as maybe allowing extra time um, for to complete a task, so that way if you run into those situations you have a little bit of that buffer time? Or is it just that your schedule's really packed and it's really hard to kind of get things done into time?
Um, I guess I give a little bit of time, but I don't because I'm like pretty much going from like one thing to the next, to the next, and then and then my like free time would be like doing chores that still need to be done too. So if I'm like not done with one thing, like I'm cut into that, and I feel like it's still all piling up.
Okay. Okay. Have you when it comes to like your schedule and stuff, um are you able to maybe kind of prioritize as far as like what needs to happen, and then kind of putting them into order, so that way maybe you can knock out those really hard, stressful tasks first, and then that way things get easier through the day?
I guess it's probably one thing that I have a problem with. It's prioritizing because sometimes I don't have motivation to do a certain thing, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave that for later, which
Okay.
is really not a good thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I'll waste. I wouldn't waste my time, but I'll do some other things that are like maybe more easy.
Hmm.
So then like the hard thing will like stay there, bugging me.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, so it sounds like there's like a little bit of like procrastination in there, probably mixed in with a lot of stress and a lot of responsibility that's put on your plate. And honestly, I believe I agree that life can have its challenges. Um, and it sounds like you are a really high strung individual that, wants to set these goals and obtain them. And sometimes, just that daily life kind of gets to you and is stressful. So I kind of want to get back to that stress that you mentioned. Just because, sometimes that can be overwhelming and it can affect us on everything, including sleeping. And sleeping is so important. I definitely advocate for sleep. It's a huge, huge contributor to our productivity the next day. So what are some things that you like to do that help you with dealing with that stress?
I like to exercise, but I haven't had time to exercise because I have other things I need to do. So that's like it's like my leisure time, I guess you could say. So I'm like, if anything needs to suffer, then will, because I can move on without exercising, but I can't move on without, doing papers.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Is there any way, like in your day, you would be able to maybe kind of shift something or move something aside so that way you have a little bit of your, what I call me time?
I mean, I guess if I wake up earlier, but then if I don't get enough sleep, then that's, I think, I find that like kind of counterproductive. So I'm not sure.
Right.
You can help me with that on how to manage it all. Maybe I need to work on my time management.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think time management is always something really good. It's always constantly people are learning on it, and I think that's something that would be really good to maybe go over. When you say that you're thinking about your time management, what is some area that you think you might be able to look at and improve on?
Maybe drinking tea with my family sometimes takes me a lot of time.
Okay. And you said, I'm sorry, what was that with your family?
Drinking tea or like taking a break to go, talk to like people.
Oh,
So I'm like, and then, we'll sit there and it's like what's supposed to be like a 15-minute break thing turns into like half an hour, 45 minutes,
yeah. So do you think that maybe when you're doing those social interactions, um, not to be too invasive, but setting a timer? I know for myself, I will say, I always say goodbye, and it takes me 15 minutes to get officially from the time I say goodbye to out the door. So is that something that if you set a timer, it can allow you to kind of stay on path, knowing that you would like to do that social interaction, but you know it's going to take you another 20 minutes to officially be done and wrapped up and then out the door?
Yeah, that's, I guess I guess I can try that. Wouldn't be a
Okay.
bad idea.
All right. Well, sounds like, you're definitely aware of everything that's, going on. And I commend you for, getting up every day and pushing through and keeping with your schedule. I would love the opportunity to continue talking with you about maybe a little bit more of the time management. And actually, I would really like to maybe do a little bit of research on my end to find out what I can do to help you with maybe trying to figure out things to help reduce down your stress, and we can work on how to get you to sleep better, and that time management. Would you be open to maybe scheduling a couple sessions out?
Yeah, I would love that.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so we'll go ahead and wrap this up here, and then we'll go ahead and look at the calendars and book that. All right?
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much for meeting with me tonight, Boyana, and I hope everything goes well with you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.